as Israel, right? The United Nations. And so in 1967, maybe you've heard of the Six-Day War. The Six-Day War where Israel won and the Arab countries lost. Syria lost what's called the Golan Heights, which we'll be talking about when we go north. Jordan lost what's called the West Bank, and Egypt lost the Sinai Peninsula. So we'll be talking about these as the days go by. Why do we call it the West Bank? It's the west of the Jordan River. I'm going to be putting a map up here, and every day, of course, I'm going to show you where we'll be going and so on. The West Bank, it's the disputed land between the Palestinians and the Israelis. And so when you hear about Israel building settlements, that's what the Palestinians are trying to stop building more settlements. And so we will be leaving Israel proper now and driving through the West Bank. And I know for some of you, especially first-timers, you're going to be shocked of what I'm going to share with you, because some will say, I'm on a pilgrimage, but you're giving me politics. You know, maybe some of you will be, but I have to tell you these things. I'm not trying to make you pro anyone, I'm just trying to educate you, that's all. And so driving through the West Bank, you're going to find out only yellow license plate is allowed to drive on this certain road that we're going to drive on. That means Palestinians that live on both sides of the road cannot drive on this. I know it's a shock for what I'm going to share with you. And the way you tell it's by color of license plate. You're going to find out there's a fence on both sides where it's not allowing any Palestinian to drive through or on this highway that we're on, and even though it's built in the West Bank. And why? Because they're trying to facilitate the best way to connect those settlements with the main roads or main highways. So you're going to get a little taste of what do we mean by occupation and why there's this Arab-Israeli conflict, all right? So there's a checkpoint now. The checkpoint will be coming on the left side. Now, you're not going to notice it because no one is going to stop us going in. We were stopped coming to you. And so sometimes they stop randomly one car, say where you're going or who's with you, and then they let us through. And only yellow license plates, color license plates is allowed on this highway. And there's the checkpoint. There it is coming on your left-hand side. And so you will never see any green or white color license plates. And those will be for the Arab Palestinians. Here's the checkpoint. And keep looking to your right. You'll be able to see where Palestinian cars will be parked. Here on your right, look. And so behind this, it's Palestinian cars. There. And look to your left, a good example now. Yeah, right here, keep looking on your left. And you're gonna see where they put a barricade. There, see the cement block? So it's allowing no Palestinians. There it is, on your left. You see it? There it is. And then they put the sign where it says it's dangerous to go to that area. So those are different color license plates on those cars over there. See it? And so this highway is only for yellow license plate, which is Israel, including East Jerusalem. That's why for Ismail and we are allowed to drive on this because we have an Israeli ID and we can drive a yellow license plate. So this is a difference, a big, huge difference. And so this is what I'm going to share with you. You're going to find out there's discrimination for water. When we drive now, notice you're going to see black tanks on the rooftops. You will never see a black tank on the settlement, for example, a Jewish settlement, but you see a black tank on the rooftops of the Palestinian homes. And so when we drive now, you'll be able to see those. And I'm going to share more and more about what occupation does for those people, or for my people. And that's the only thing I'm trying to educate you about. I invited 3 speakers. One's going to be Islamic tonight.